What's up, YouTube? I'm Xero Zeus, and welcome back to another Boruto video. This is going to be my Boruto episode 174 review. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Thank you for watching, and let's get right into the video. I would say, like always, this is interesting, but it really was. It was a lot of interesting aspects, but I feel like I hated the fact that I was watching the episode and I was waiting for it to be started. Like, it was cool that in the beginning you had Mujino and Konohamaru. They were going in. They were trying to save the feudal lord. They were doing everything in their power. And it was really cool. You could tell the animation was there. They were really on top of the way that they looked in those moments. That was cool. I think that it's not that I just want them to rush and get everything started, because I can wait. I can be patient. That's cool. But I feel like we waited and been patient for a really long time. And it's about time that you get it started. It's like they basically had an episode. This episode basically was them setting up all the fights for next episode, which is just like, I can't even lie and say it is not annoying, because it is really, really, really annoying. But on another note, let's, review that. But like I said, Mujino and Konohamaru working together, that was pretty cool. To save the feudal lord, they were trying, and it's just like to no avail. He almost died, to be totally honest. He looked like he was just out of it. Comatose right then. Like, laid out on the ground. I'm like, oh, they just barely saved him. And I didn't know, but, maybe because Konohamaru and those other guys aren't as high leveled as some of the other shinobi that were getting attacked by that one divine tree, but I guess this is a different one, and it's artificial too at the same time, humanly artificial. And so I guess maybe it's some differences, but it like tagged Konohamaru's arm, and yeah, his arm is basically just limp for the rest for the rest of the fight, right? And they have this moment where you gotta hit it with a Rasengan. If you don't do anything else, you have to pull out the Rasengan and try to hit it, even though I know you guys know that shit is not gonna work. But it's okay. It is totally okay. So, basically, they dip out, right? Konohamaru and Mujino dip out, and they have this moment where... No. Before that, I'm happy this image popped up on the screen. You have this moment where I definitely feel like this is foreshadowing for the future. Spoiler alert, about to spoil you right now. Where Mujino basically dies for Konohamaru. He sacrifices himself for him and his team, and I think this is definitely, foreshadowing that, paying homage to that. So, yeah. And basically, they have a moment after this where they leave, and it's Konohamaru and Mujino, and they're basically talking about whether they should leave, or Konohamaru should leave with them, or Mujino should stay with Konohamaru, or should he just leave with the feudal lord. And, the longer that Mujino stays there, it increasingly gets dangerous for the feudal lord, and it's just like him being here any longer, like I said, it makes it worse for him, so he should just leave. And Konohamaru, he'll just stay there and try to figure something out. And lo and behold, by the time that you have this going on, you have Konohamaru is looking like it's about to be over for him. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, the divine tree is just closing in on him, branches everywhere, and he just like going in, slashing them. And next thing you know, you have Boruto and Sarada show up. And I'm so happy this next image popped up on the screen. One thing I wanted to talk about is why every time Sarada pops up on the screen, why they always use this every time. It's starting to seem like I'm using the same images over and over again. No, it's the same. It's a different picture, same image from the anime. Like, it's not my fault. They just keep using the same one, and somehow when I take pictures of it, I just capture it every time. So I decided to say something about it this time. But that's cool, sometimes you got to do that. I totally understand that. But yeah, I just noticed that. And basically, you have this moment where I don't even remember how Boruto and Sarada get separated from Konohamaru. I don't even know how that happens. But, them meeting Konohamaru is just basically them setting up the rematch. It's happening. It's happening. So you have this moment with Victor, right? And I do not know what his assistant's name is. But basically, he sends her after some of the intruders. Or I can't remember exactly what he said, but he sends her after them, right? And she runs into Mujino. And this is so crazy. So watching Naruto Explains video the other day, and he was definitely talking about how like it was gonna be Log that showed up, and I'm like, oh, well, that would be like cool. The next thing you know, I'm watching this, and mouth just drops to the floor because I'm like, oh, Log actually showed up. I'm like, he actually showed up, and even from the side, the way that the face, I just knew it was him, and it was Orochimaru the whole time. I just had to skip forward and tell you that because that was just like, what? And okay, the assistant that Victor basically sends after them, I don't know whether she escaped, whether she died, or what was going on. I don't think she died. I think she definitely got away. But yeah, he just kind of defends him against her, and it's just like really odd. Because if you just think back to a time when Orochimaru used to be a whole shiki. Like, I don't understand. Like, that's that character development for you. I will give it to Orochimaru. He has definitely come all the way around from where he used to be. I was talking to somebody, and they brought up how, like, he tried to save him, and just remembering back, like, when he first ran across Nagato and Yahiko and stuff, and he was definitely talking about killing them. As soon as he met them, it's just like, it's a really big change from then to now, right? Yeah, I just thought that was crazy. So, like I said, you have so many setups sort of fights. Like, oh, this is gonna happen. This. I'm happy this popped up on the screen because this is how they got separated. This is how they got separated. And so that directly leads them into Diva. That directly leads them to Diva. So Mujino, and he has this Orochimaru situation going on. I don't think he's in trouble. It looks like he just got saved. Konohamaru, I can't exactly tell you what he's doing, but Boruto and Sarada, I can tell you what they're doing. So they fall in a hole, basically, walk a few steps, blase, Diva. They like panned a shot to him in the middle of the episode, and you just seen him just sitting there, just waiting to be a whole bar. Like, he was just waiting to do that. Like, he's happy about it too. Like, okay, when Boruto and Sarada first walk into the room with him, and I don't know, he doesn't even care about the fight or anything. He just keeps talking about, eating, and, he just really thinks that they would be so delicious if they're afraid. Like, I don't know why me and a whole bunch of other guys who just talk about it all the time, about how, like, a lot of anime villains, they include, like, I don't know, being hungry and like food oriented phrases when it comes to like their enemy in battle. And it's just like, I just think that is so funny. But so basically they run across Diva, and for some reason they ask him why. They want to know why he is doing what he's doing, and when he basically gives Boruto and Sarada his reason, he pisses them off because it's like no reason at all. He just did it just to be doing it, kind of. And yeah, so they have this whole setup for next week, I think. And Orochimaru is there. So if things get out of hand from Mujino and Konohamaru and Boruto and Sarada all at the same time, they actually have him at the same time to depend on. So I think that is really cool. Other than that, man, I think that's about it. I'm probably going to end the video right here because it's going to take me forever to do this preview video because my Xbox just doesn't like working well with my internet. But anyway, I'm going to end it right here. This has been my Boruto episode 174 review. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all next video. And it will definitely